In all of the music shows that I've seen them on, they just look like they're having so much fun. I think their whole stage setup is cool. The whole futuristic thing, the choreography, just everything about it is amazing. Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top favorite music show performances for March and April. If you guys haven't seen any of my favorite music show performance videos that I started back in January, basically I share with you guys some of my favorite music show performances, specifically comeback stages, because a lot of people ask me to react to a group's comeback stage and things like that, but I cannot upload my reaction on YouTube because of copyright, because music shows are very strict with copyright, so I don't upload my reaction to music shows. But I still want to talk to you guys about it because there's some amazing performances every single month, and this is a way where I could just talk to you guys and we could just chat about some of the amazing comeback stages and even some amazing debut stages as well. In this video, I won't be talking about every single performance, obviously, and this list will be shorter because I'm combining both March and April comebacks, and that's just a lot in itself because I wasn't able to film my March video because literally April started with Kingdom and it's just been non-stop and life has been a little crazy. If you guys read my blog, which I'll link it on the description box below, you guys might have a bit of an understanding of how April went for me. Another thing that I do want to mention is that every month I also post my list of top favorite songs. This includes, again, comebacks and debuts, and that list is slightly different than my favorite music show performances because listening to a song and watching a performance, they could be kind of different. And yeah, so I'll link that blog post on the description box below as well so you guys could check it out. And you guys could also let me know which songs are the ones that you replayed the most, because there's some songs, and it might actually surprise some of you guys, but I do have some songs from groups that I haven't even talked about on my channel, but I listen to their music so much. So make sure to check out my blog post. So if I do not mention a certain group or artist on this video, once again, I am trying to combine both March and April comeback stages, which it was a lot. So like I said, I am just sharing with you guys my top favorite performances. And yeah, so again, check out my blog where I talk about other comebacks and stuff, so yeah. By the way, I do want to mention, look at all of my Pentagon albums, and here the Weath album. I am slowly but surely building my Pentagon album collection. Yeah, so I just wanted to share with you guys. I am collecting Pentagon albums. Alright, so the first group up, their performance every time they are on stage, they just nail it. I don't know how, they have so much energy and power, and it is Ateez, of course. For their comeback Fireworks, I'm the One. It's just powerful. I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, I talk about Ateez performances every week in my Kingdom recap videos. I have to give Ateez so much credit because not only were they promoting this comeback, but they were also already filming for Kingdom and they were in rehearsals. So again, I don't know how these guys do it, but every single stage performance that I have seen from various music shows has been top notch from Ateez. 100%. They give their all. The next comeback stage that I absolutely loved in March, which it shouldn't surprise anyone at this point, and it is none other than Pentagon for Do or Not. That their every single music show performance that they did with that song is just so fun. You can't help but smile. I mean, even the whole concept, their outfits, it kind of changed with each stage, and it went with obviously the concept in their album. Love it. It's just so bright and fun, and there's no denying this was Yanan's era, alright? That guy was thriving the entire promotions of their album and that song. So good. You could tell that the members are just having fun on stage. Sadly, with this comeback, Hui wasn't able to promote with them on music shows because he is currently serving in the military, but I think the guys continued delivering awesome performances. Hongseok and his high notes, again, Yanan just thriving. I mean, it is just, this comeback was so fun. And I do have to point out that this comeback is a bit more on the cutesy side, and I don't usually do cutesy. I don't really like cutesy concepts, but Pentagon, they somehow managed to make it work to the point that I actually enjoyed it. So props to Pentagon. Alright, so to be very honest with you guys, I think the performance that I watched probably the most out of all the performances, I think I've watched almost every single music show performance that this group has done, and it is literally one of the best and so underrated because they are a rookie group, and it is the group Ghost 9 for their song Seoul. Their performance is so lively. It's upbeat, it's fun. I mean, first of all, the song in itself is amazing and their music video is so good. But then when they perform on stage, you want to be part of it. You want to celebrate and dance and sing along with them. In all of the music shows that I've seen them on, they just look like they're having so much fun. I think their whole stage setup is cool. The whole futuristic thing, the choreography, just everything about it is amazing. And I wish more people would pay attention to Ghost 9. And again, I think their song Seoul is so good. And their performances, it's just incredible. Their performances are so good. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I've seen almost all of their performances for that song. Amazing. All right, the next one, I have to say, Legends on stage. They literally brought a party on stage, and it is Super Junior's house party. I think their whole stage setup is awesome. The camera work and their performances have been great, and I think just the chemistry between members. Obviously, they've been in the industry for a long time, and they know how to click, they know what works, and just seeing them perform is so fun as well. I think March was definitely a month of very fun performances. The song in itself is very clever. I mean, it's a very interesting song. The lyrics are amazing. I think it should be an anthem for the entire world, all right? Everyone on earth should sing that song. But it is so fun, and the choreography is catchy. Seeing the members have fun, it's just overall good vibes, and I love it. And the last music show performance that I do want to mention for the month of March is none other than IU. So she performed 3 of her songs, LILAC, Coin, and Epilogue. Each stage had its own setting, and I think out of all the stage setups, I think hers was the best, just because of how intricate it was. I mean, some of her stage setups took place in like a train station and things like that, and I think it was really smart. Honestly, she had literally the best stage setup. Yeah, for sure. And seeing her perform Lilac and then Coin and then Epilogue, each song is very different. They have a different vibe, but she did amazing. I enjoyed watching her performances. She performed something retro and groovy like Lilac, and then she performed something super smooth and cool like Coin, and then in Epilogue where it's just so beautiful. And then there's a moment in Epilogue where she actually has dancers. It literally feels like you're watching either a movie, like a classic movie, or a musical, and it's just a treat to watch. All right, so the list for April is slightly longer because those are the stages that I've recently watched. So my memory of these performances are still fresh in my mind, and I can't pick which stage I like more. So I'm just gonna list a little bit more than I did for March. So first of all, Hoshi and his performance for Spider. I think the most unique choreography and use of props, I'll give it to Hoshi. I mean, how he starts in the bar and then the whole choreography, just how they embody the whole spider and web, and the whole concept is really cool. His stage presence is amazing, and I look forward to seeing more from Hoshi. I mean, obviously 17, they have these amazing stages, but it's really cool seeing Hoshi do his own thing, which is slightly different from what we've seen him do in 17, but overall, really cool. Absolutely loved it. All right, so I gotta mention another legendary group. All right, they have their own color, their own style, and no one can really do what this group does. No matter how much they try, nobody can replicate this group whatsoever, and it is SHINEE and their performance for Atlantis. Each stage setup that they have is very unique, even how they're styled, and just seeing them on stage, they're another group that it's just so fun to watch. And SHINEE is for sure one of the most unique groups in the entire industry. No one can replicate them, even their songs, and seeing them perform on stage is so fun. And I like that they also have fun on stage, kind of like Super Junior, and they are the kings of ending fairy poses. And I hope more like second generation groups, when they do have their comebacks, like I know 2PM will have their comeback soon, I do hope that they make the most use of the whole ending fairy pose, because a lot of groups take that very seriously, but SHINEE doesn't, and it's just funny, and I love it. So this other performance shouldn't be a surprise to most of you guys if you guys follow me on Twitter. Especially if you follow me on Twitter, this should not surprise you. But one of my top favorite performances for the month of April, for sure, is none other than Kang Daniel for his song Antidote. That whole performance is amazing. The whole choreography is so memorable. The song in itself is just an anthem. I love everything about it. I love his stage presence. He owns the stage. He has a message and he shares it through his performance, and This guy is talented, all right? He could sing, he could dance, he could produce, he could write, he does everything. I don't think there's anyone out there that's doing it quite like King Daniel. He has his own style as well, and I really love that. For sure, one of my top favorite performances of April. I've seen almost all of his music show performances. I think the chemistry that he has with his dancers as well and his team is just absolutely amazing. I love it. Props to Kang Daniel for a powerful comeback. Honestly, if you guys haven't listened to his album, which I did write a full blog post on, I'll link it on the description box below too, so you guys could check it out. I applaud Kang Daniel for being so open about his mental health and just really sharing this message, and it's just incredible. Love it. Definitely darker than his previous releases. Actually, Paranoia was still darker than Antidote, but it was leading up to this, and just overall incredible. So I gotta mention Newest. And their performance for Inside Out is smooth, just like their music video. Their vocals are spectacular, the choreography is so good, and they just have a sort of class when they perform. They look classy and suave and sophisticated, and it is so good. However, even a little bit more than Inside Out, my favorite performance from theirs for this comeback is Don't Wanna Go. First of all, that is my favorite song from their album. Absolutely love it. And in their performance, it's very simple. They're just standing, they're singing, there's no choreography or crazy props or anything, but you really hear the vocals of every single member. Because yes, in Newest, their rappers are also vocalists. And that song is so beautiful, and seeing them perform it is just as awesome. And I melt listening to that song, and their performance, their live vocals are so good. And if you guys haven't seen their performance for Don't Wanna Go, please check it out. Alright, so I gotta give it up for one of my favorite rookie groups, and it is P1 Harmony for their song Scared. High energy, top notch. Guys have this attitude that they could just portray on stage. I mentioned this in my music video reaction to their title track, but it sounds like they are hyping you up. And it is just overall a very fun, energetic performance. And one of my favorite parts is when the members are on one side and then their dancers are in another, and it's really cool, and I think they did a fantastic job with this comeback. Also, I do want to mention P1 Harmony has some of my favorite vocalists. I absolutely love their vocals. Amazing. So another one of my favorite rookie groups, and it is Enhypen for their song Drunk-Dazed. Okay, their stage setup is crazy. It's awesome. But the song in itself is so good, and it's kind of like a haunting party song. It's really awesome, and the choreography is so good. And I really like how the members, they are so into their performance. They maintain their character, and just watching them perform is so good. Of course, I have to mention another group that they just have so much fun on stage, especially for this comeback, and it is On and Off for Ugly Dance. First of all, if you read the lyrics to that song, it is so good. And second of all, the whole choreography is great. Seeing the members have fun on stage is super fun. I mean, I said that when they performed Beautiful Beautiful. I totally enjoy watching On and Off on stage. They just have a blast, and you just have fun watching them. The song in itself is so good. You just want to sing it out loud and just dance along to it. And if you guys haven't read the lyrics to their song Ugly Dance, please do. You won't regret it. So another group that I totally have to mention is Itzy and their performance for In the Morning. They are one of my top favorite girl groups and a rookie group. They're in that category for me. On stage, they just have this persona of someone who's confident, and they are 100% into their song. The choreography is great, their vocals are fantastic, their raps are awesome. The overall message of the song, it's like they have so much confidence, and they're able to really show that on stage. I mentioned that before, and honestly, I don't care what other people say about this comeback. I think it's great. I love the song, I love the choreography, I love the music video, and I love their stage performances. Alright? Music is very subjective, so obviously not everyone is gonna like the same music that you do, but to me, personally, I love, love, love this comeback for Itzy. The song is a jam, alright? And if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it. Alright everyone, so that wraps up my video for my favorite music show performances for March and April. For the record, I have watched multiple music show performances, not just from one music show, so I've seen their performances in various music shows and stuff. And once again, I will be linking my blog on the description box below, so you guys can check out my list of favorite songs released. which again, it's slightly different from my favorite music show performances. Alright, so which music show performance for the month of March and April were your favorites? You guys could let me know on the comments below. So if you guys are new to my channel, hello and welcome. You guys could feel free to subscribe. I post reaction videos on a weekly basis, and like I mentioned, I also have a blog where I talk about comebacks, album reviews, song reviews, and all that good stuff. I'll link it on the description box below so you guys could check it out like I've mentioned so many times in this video already. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you guys next time.